light on. The wind has been going heavy today. And of course, they're going to be hitting me with the satellite technology. I already know. All I can do is document and record. When I was riding home today, it wasn't a problem. And there you go. Immediately, I feel the air directly on top of me. Not coming from the side, but coming from directly above me. Uh, Everything's fine with the bike. I just rode it and I locked it up. I got the keys right here. I'm driving. You know. I'm not touching the power button. I'm nowhere near it. Neither is the strap. Oh, no. Well, how hard it is to tell because of the they said that you cannot record the wind. They're right. Stop. And the entire wing goes away. The bag isn't even gone. Satellite technology. That is how they track me. That is how they torture me. That is how they torture all targeted individuals with satellites. The United States government. live. Um, I just got back, so it'll be me cutting this video off. And anytime I end a live stream, I try to let it be known that it's me. So they know and I know that it's me and not them hacking in and turning everything off. Zip open one more time. All right. Actually, I'll just turn the camera this way. Okay. So, oh well, I don't know. I don't care. So, uh, I just got back from a bike ride, which is why I'm sweating. I drove to Walmart. I look very tall. I didn't know I looked that tall. Either way, um, can't find a way to be comfortable. So yeah, today was crazy. I was suspended. Obviously it was a setup. Obviously, I'm being micromanaged by the FBI, the CIA, DARPA, military, sheriff, Freemasons. They're constantly trying to ruin my life, financially ruin me. But I heard legal counsel analyst express something in her video today. It's called workplace mobbing, and I spoke about this before, where basically the United States government and these federal organizations pay your regionals, districts, even loss prevention, HR, to constantly monitor you and look for anything that you're doing wrong. So they'll turn any micro mistake into a macro mistake, um, make it a bigger deal than what it is. And even though you are wrong, my good that I do at any job outweighs any bad that can possibly ever occur. So showing up to work on time every single day, despite being a target individual, despite being tortured, despite the long-range acoustic weapons, despite the voice code technology of communication, and obviously, I think I already said it, but directed energy weapons, where you are tortured 24/7, despite having to shower, take off the armor, be tortured, and then put back on the armor every single morning, and then ride my bike to work. So ride the bike 2 miles, 4 miles every day, 2 miles there, 2 miles back. Despite having to do all of the basically manual labor, so I'm in charge of doing anything heavy, making the bell, taking the trash out, taking the bells out to the bellman came today. Um, to pick up the bells, and the only person that was in the building able to take them out was me. Um, Taking the stuff out front, doing the truck, basically doing everything to get the store in order, as well as stocking and cleaning and everything else. So basically managing and doing everything, despite all of the good, they will focus on the bad because these people pay them to focus on the bad. They never wanted me to prosper. They never wanted me to progress. And when I say I'm so sick of saying convenient timing, they needed something. They needed anything that they could put together, make it legal, and make it my fault. So There, obviously, I forgot to pay for some items. It was busy. We had three trucks, but it wasn't just that. I'm pretty sure it does go back months of, but 9 times out of 10, not months, like months of just taking items. No, not intentionally, of course, but getting water, or because I'm vegan, so normally it's just drinking bottles of water. And they do provide bottles of water, but sometimes they're way up in the front, and it's easier to just grab a drink from the back. So it's with the intention of paying for it, of course, but it didn't get paid for. I literally tried to make sure I pay for everything. I have so many transactions from my store, it's not even funny. At the end of the day, I try to make sure I pay for everything. I always get my bag checked. I always try to follow the rules. That's just who I am naturally as a person, which is why the government hates me. But they put together a case, which is, you know, what the FBI does, and they utilize it against me. Um, and I got suspended. But the thing is, before I left, I paid for the items. So this is just a quick recap. I paid for the items he asked me to, the manager I spoke to, and yeah, that was it. I let them know, you know, if there was anything else that needs to be paid for, please let me know, and it will be paid for immediately because I don't have access to the cameras, and sometimes things do slip, and we're talking about water, literal bottles of water, water. They give free cases of water. Sometimes things get damaged in transit. Doesn't, you know what I mean? I came into the store and I kind of fixed that store as soon as I got there. There was so much wrong with that store and I fixed it. But when you're a targeted individual, it doesn't matter how much work you do. It doesn't matter what you fix. It doesn't matter if you turn the store upside down and get it turned completely around. It does not matter. It doesn't matter if you do all the work, all the heavy lifting. It doesn't matter if you get the paperwork right, get the money right. It doesn't matter because you're still a targeted individual, and the United States government is constantly coming after you and looking for wrong. So when I say convenient timing, they looked and compiled together any evidence that they could get their hands on because I was gonna have the money earned this week so that I can go back to pay for school on the 15th and go back and get my master's degree. To which, and I have to verify this, and I hope this is not true. I pray to God this isn't true, but I seen something that was like, I just joined the 8% of black men in America with masters. I hope that isn't true. But I was going to go and get my master's. It's only 11 courses. I was going to go back. I hope that is not true that only 8% of men in America have their masters, but I can see why in the White House, in this white run government, they wouldn't want a black targeted individual who's been through hell to become a part of that 8% of black men who have their masters. So what I'm doing right now is I'm compiling all of my evidence in a long, extensively detailed incident report against the United States government. I'm sorry, evidence report against the United States government, and the evidence is more than compelling. Sheriff's helicopters stalking me, sheriff cruisers. When we get to the point about noise campaigns and I figure out a way to amplify the sound that is going on in the middle of the night, the constant sirens, helicopter noises, the voices called chatter that you hear. Um, when it gets to that point, I'm going to actually be very excited because that's why I record noise campaigns throughout the night and they hack into my phone and they turn them off. Um, with that being said, like I said, I reached out to a legal analyst. I'm going to be studying with the time that I have off, and I'm also going to be documenting more and recording more as well throughout this entire week until I hear back from the job and go from there. Do not be disheartened. Do not be dismayed. I have more than enough energy and more than enough hope to spare. The devil is not coming after me for no reason. God bless. I haven't got that. That was tits. Oh, my God. It's okay.
You can fetch me a proper cut. What happened? The shooter just had too much whiskey, that's all. Rufus? What's wrong? Where's the strong? Drunk? I feel sick. Who did this? Was it your father? Well, of course it was his father. All that lass does is drink, and now your son is old enough to join him. Is this what you want? For your child to grow up to be just like his godless father? Don't say that. Well, that is the course you have put him on, Maggie. His very soul is to see. Stop it, May! Stop! You think I don't know? This is just too much. I withstood that long enough. That's your sister. It rips me in two to see you like this. This child's aunt. I have duties to uphold. Please, leave us alone for a while. Can you come with us? No. What's going on? Come on. Go back upstairs. Jake! They're running. They're taking Rufus. We gotta stop them. Come on, they'll be gone in a minute. Jake! Come on. Thomas, you're in charge, didn't you?
I'm not to teach you to mind your own business. They best get going now.
Rufus, sit up. No. Stop. Out of the way. This is none of your concern. My sister can do as she pleases. Margaret, do not think I will save you from being trampled if you insist on his king. Margaret, he has to stay here. Get out of the way. No, get out of the way. He has to stay here. And who are you to determine that?
Do you remember when Rufus was younger, so I saved him from being drowned? After that, there's a fire, and somehow his wife saved him. That's me, Margaret. I can't explain it to you right now, but I can promise you I'm going to protect him.
She is raving mad.
I remember. I'm going to keep him alive. And he has to stay here.
The devil came into my house one night, and no one believed me. And then again by the river. How could I not see that it was you?
No, Margaret.
You're the devil.
Devil, I am not. Margaret, I am not devil. I am the demon. Margaret, please, do with us. Rufus.
Him again? You having the most confidence. I'm at work trying to enjoy my day. Old man come here and talk with someone. You look good. How's your day going? Pretty good, sir. What's your name and your date of birth? I was like, give me 1 second so I can go grab it. And I just don't understand why the ugliest niggas be having the most confidence. I'm at work trying to enjoy my day. Old man come here and talk with someone. You look good. How's your day going? Pretty good, sir. What's your name and your date of birth? I was like, give me 1 second so I can go grab your picture. You can take time. Grandpa Dummy, get the fuck out my face. And I just don't understand why the old man come here and talk with someone. You look good. How's your day going? Pretty good, sir.
I'm 27 years old and nobody wants to. I'm 27 years old and nobody wants to date this giant German ginger. I'm really sad because I'm single. I guess that's why I'm destined to be the world's tallest leprechaun. I'm 27 years old and nobody wants to date this giant German ginger. I'm really sad because I'm single. I guess that's why I'm destined to be the world's tallest leprechaun. I'm 27 years old and nobody wants to date me.
Vicky, I said I didn't want to talk to you.
Even if it's your last chance.
What are you talking about? I'm the one on death row. I turn on the news and you're at the White House, moving up in the world while I'm stuck here behind bars to rot.
I'm dying, kid.
Okay, well, call me when you resurrect.